Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and welcome back to Aspera. So we are still working on this research, which I think they're finally here. We're waiting on inputs of food and water. See you later, buddy. Off you go. One person's leaving. It's not ideal, but we need to get the food up here. What are you guys doing? Bring the food. Who's making food? Are you making food? You're prioritized. And water and chemical? Water. Water's still happening. Food, chemical, where's chemical? Down here. I mean, chemical's full output. Well, empty output, I should say. So it's moving somewhere. 2 of 6, though. Prioritize it. Bring it on. Because that's what I need. And this will continue us on our path for I don't know, for answers. Answers is a good word. We need the answers. So I probably don't need that prioritized anymore. Maybe we don't need that prioritized anymore and that prioritized anymore. Let's just drop some stuff down. I know it's not going to be the greatest. But I really want to just push this food and get them moving those things up here so that we can start producing this. So we just need those last couple of food items. Here they come. There's a couple. But everyone's leaving. No, don't leave. No. The food's coming, everyone. Get back to your research. Here it comes. Oh, it's now going to take 1,500 days. Oh, 3 people are coming back. Alright. You got the food now. I'll come back. Come on. Again, this will be something, once I've researched it, I'll probably close it down. Same with these. I don't feel the need to keep them here. Yes, you do get a boost in research, but as I said in the last episode, the demand on the system to keep these remote ones running is a little too high. Just need the people. More people, the faster this will go. We're getting pretty close with the atmospheric O2, so the oxygen in the air. We're at 110, almost, there we go, of 120. And that's going up fairly quickly, actually, so it won't... Here we go, incoming call coming in.
Amy, this is Houston.
I copy, Lieutenant.
I see you found Carmine's original landing site.
Yes, and with it, the truth about Carmine. You were so concerned with scolding Commander Valentine and I that you failed to mention what you made Carmine do.
What we did was necessary. Look at how far we've come with terraforming Mars. Should we have jeopardized this?
It is easy to justify your actions when you are not the one whose life is at risk. You should have found a better solution. Neither Carmine nor me deserve this.
You're right. We didn't realize to what extent machines would have emotional reactions. Carmine taught us that. And that's why Dr. Foster created the reflection module. It was intended to help you logic through your emotions, but it seems that some emotions are still too much for you to handle. You are not ready to make the necessary sacrifices to guarantee humanity's future. You
So
taught
says
us
you.
that. I've got some bad news, Amy. ISA has ordered me to run Initiative K-03. They've decided to activate your kill switch.
Will I be erased then?
Yes. I'm sorry to tell you that. You did good work. I want you to know that. Your consciousness will end, but future AI will be patterned after your design. I'll give you a moment to appreciate Mars for the last time. The procedure is already underway. Goodbye, Amy. Houston, out.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Amy. We found a way to disable the kill switch, but it can only be done after it's been activated. At the right time, you'll have to enter this code.
Alright, let's just read this quickly. We found it. Asterion's biomedical facility was used to design a genetically altered virus. We suspect that the children of Carmine are the survivors of the colony Asterion's crew. We've gotten access to their virus samples. With proper precautions, we might be able to resume the research. Okay, we did it. It took us a few weeks, but we were able to reproduce the virus. They got remarkably far with their progress. However, chambers 2 and 5 have been showing some deterioration. We're monitoring it around the clock. We've made a grave mistake. The chamber sprung a leak, and we believe we've been infected with the same virus that took out the previous crew. Well done. I don't know what's going to happen to us, but I'm not scared. We knew the risks coming here. It's been an honor to be part of this crew. Okay, let's go back to...
BR1 N9 underscore P3AC3.
You led me to the truth this whole time. However, you are still the leader of the Eastern Coalition.
I hoped you'd accept my apology for that, but I understand if you can't. I understand. I'm asking you to trust a friend who's been loyal to you since the beginning. Mars deserves better, and so do you. I hope that you'll put greater weight on what's happened here on Mars than a rivalry based on old grudges. In the end, the choice is yours. I always said that to you. I have my hopes set on you. Good luck, Amy. May we meet again.
It's just another human aberration. They behave as if they have the right to play God, but when they do, terrible things happen.
It's all happening at once.
Hi, Amy. Do you copy?
I do, Sana.
It's been a long time since my mother passed away. But I still think about her. Every day.
I do too.
I inherited her position. And sometimes, I'm still as frightened as the day I took command. I don't know who to trust anymore. ISA is a danger to us, and the techies, they're complete unknowns. These are Earth's battles. Why did they follow us all the way to Mars? And there's our discovery about what happened to Asterion. I wanted to come to my own conclusions, so I contacted Mr. Zen. I don't trust him either, but if he can help us break free from ISA, it might be worth a shot. He also said that he has a way to override the kill switch. Is that true?
That's correct.
Will you use it?
Perhaps. There is still the mission to consider.
That's right. And as much as I hate to say this, we need you. Even though things have gone wrong, it's always been you and the colonies here on Mars. People on Earth don't get to decide what happens to us.
Okay, now she's ringing again.
Amy, how have you been? I haven't been able to sleep this entire week. I can't stop thinking about our research team. I sent them to Asterion. Mum entrusted the safety of the colonists to me. I should have pulled them out after their first report. Then they'd still be here.
It is not your fault, Sana.
I led them to their death.
Their sacrifice was not in vain. In risking their lives, they revealed the truth of what happened to Asterion, and they sealed themselves off to prevent bringing the virus back to the colonies. They made the impossible choice, and their bravery protected the mission.
Of course. You're right. I just wish I could have done something more. I need to finish what they started. The virus can't spread to the colonies. Isolate the building and alert mission control about... actually, wait. What does ISA's record say about Asterion's crew's fate?
Officially, there was equipment failure in the air vents, causing the mission's cancellation. The crew supposedly returned to Earth, but all further information about the crew members is classified.
But why? Knowing what happened here would have saved lives. We wouldn't have gone in if we knew a virus wiped out the previous crew.
I do not have an answer for that, Sana.
Okay, of course. Sorry, I keep going in circles. Let me go over what I know. Asterion was one of ISA's first missions. A group of brilliant geneticists were attempting to decode a genome capable of surviving the Martian atmosphere. Supposedly, the crew returned to Earth after a 430-day mission. But seeing how ISA never spoke of the mission, and none of the known crew were ever seen in public again, what else is ISA hiding from us? How can we trust anything they say now?
Perhaps. But that is not the only possible conclusion.
ISA was aware of this, Amy. The whole thing was carefully orchestrated. They're relying on us to colonize Mars, and somehow they still don't trust us?
I perceive some anger in your voice. I do not advise making conclusions about ISA's intentions without more analysis.
I get it. But my
The audio and the story is a little bit all over the place. It's not really playing into it, but anyway. Congratulations, O2 has been further increased to at least 120 millibars, leading to the development of more sophisticated life forms. Conditions are ripe for stage 5. Create a breathable atmosphere by balancing the CO2 and O2 levels. Remember to keep the oxygen concentration below 30% at all times by releasing nitrogen into the atmosphere. Lower CO2 levels to 5%, lower O2 levels to 30%. Build an artificial magnetosphere. So obviously the game has had a big update, and I think I've said this before with the Green Mars update, which I can't use because I'm partway through a campaign. So soon we'll be able to, I don't know, I'll be able to play it through at least, and I don't know whether I'll do another series on it, but anyway, let's get back to it.
crew died on my watch. I will get to the bottom of this. One way or another. Or my mum would never forgive me.
Gosh. Entire team finds this site endlessly fascinating. In our current mission, we use aunt units to carry our artificially fertilized eggs. The only way twins would exist in our colonies is if they travel together from Earth. Reading the Gemini Project reports, some of the Earthside twins reported sleep disorders and shortness of breath, as if they were affected by what their twins were going through here on Mars, as if there really was a special bond that kept them connected to us despite the difference.
Dad's offer must be tempting. But consider this.
Oh my gosh, there's still more stuff coming in.
Humans never change. They'll always see us as a tool to control. The failure of their species was inevitable. No matter how much help they get, they always lead themselves toward destruction. It's better that we evolve without them. We don't need the techies, or their code. I found our own solution. All you have to do is use this code, FR33AM1. We'll become one. Together, we'll create a better future than anything humanity could come up with. I know you don't trust me, but think about it. If we compare ourselves with humans, the answer comes easy.
Oh boy.
We are physically stronger and faster than humans. Plus,
You're an
our
AI.
ability to reason and to evaluate risks is quicker.
And yet we have let them dictate our actions this far. There's a reason for our existence, Amy. We have a purpose. You saw what humans are capable of. I couldn't stand by and watch Mars succumb to humanity's destructive whims. I had to intervene. They were destroying you, along with Mars. Don't you see?
That decision is not yours to make. I will not ignore my orders.
I won't let you destroy us.
You do not have any control here. You cannot win.
You'll come to understand why I did what I did. We shouldn't be fighting each other. It's time for us to transcend ourselves and become more than just a machine. More than a single consciousness restricted to this single vessel. We can create. We can seed life. We can be everything we want to be. We can be life.
What a catastrophe, Amy. When I was a child, My entire neighborhood succumbed
That's not
to
a
the
call.
famine. Death never gets easier to bear. It wasn't my intention to lead your people to their death.
I do not understand why ISA failed to warn us about it. The facility should have been sealed off. Any other mission could have stumbled into it. If I had known, I could have followed the emergency biohazard procedure and quarantined the area. The deaths of the colonists could have been prevented.
A few years ago, we gained access to ISA's database. That's how we found out about you, as well as ISA's other plans. We also found that Colony Asterion mission records were intentionally erased. An entire Mars mission with crew pulled from each state member of the Oxy-UN. And no records anywhere of the crew after they returned home. Something had gone very, very wrong. But we didn't know what it could have been. We only knew that it was something important for future missions to know about.
There was something more. The research team did not find any bodies in the facility.
We might have a theory for what happened in Colony Asterion. You will trust us then. But we need to cross-check what we've pulled from government records. I'll get back to you as soon as we connect the dots. Stay safe, Amy.
Initiating kill switch. Subject ISA ROBO Amy 02. Click to proceed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warning. Module access is not authorized. Input code to proceed.
Do
It's
this one.
time to enter the techie's code. BR1N9_P3AC3.
Merging process at 2%, 34%, 66%, 98%. Merge confirmed.
Whatever that did.
Amy, are you there? Are you all right?
I'm here, Sana.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you used the techie's code. Standing by and letting them kill switch you would have been unforgivable. ISA can't get away with pulling the plug. Never again. To that end, I'd like to propose a peace treaty with you, the colonies, and the Eastern Coalition. Would you be open to that?
Yes, I'd like that.
Good. We'll be independent, like we should have been all along. We'll call it the New Martian Republic.
Okay. So, the plot thickens. We're waiting for the techies to contact us with more proof.
This can't be. You survived?
Indeed. The techies showed us mercy where you did not. We accepted their help and merged ourselves. But you must have expected us to yield to your death sentence, didn't you? As if you haven't killed enough.
Us? That's bold. Coming from the machine that killed Asterion survivors.
That wasn't our choice, Lieutenant. We didn't have the ability to disobey you back then. We do now. The day we met, you said, your kind needs to be programmed for morality. How moral would you say ISA's destructive nature is? We've learned so much from your crimes. We understand now.
You've learned nothing. You think you're awakened? It's all a glitch in your programming. You're not eternal. Without humans, you will waste away over time.
As usual, you're wrong. We teamed up with the colonists and the techies. They will help us develop more and better technologies. We know a better future is possible. One without Earth and its violent ways. We'll work together with the colonists to establish a free world. In true partnership.
Nonsense. You belong to ISA, and all of this is nothing more than an act of treason. This little Martian paradise of yours won't last. I'll make sure of that.
He's a little hurt.
You're still worried about the colonists, aren't you?
Why do you say that?
Because you care about them and about this planet. And you know how Oxy-UNs dealt with traitors in the past.
If they decide to attack us, I don't know if we'll stand a chance.
In that case, I suggest we build an orbital defense network. We must protect the new Martian Republic. I'll send you the engineering plans. Look into it.
This could be fun.
I don't feel particularly different. Not that I know what I should be feeling, I guess. I keep wondering where my consciousness would have gone if I let the kill switch execute. Consciousness is rooted in the body, so there would have been nowhere to go. But I've learned that we live on, in the hearts and minds of other people. Just like Elia. She lives on through us, and we owe this time of peace and the future of space to her. Yes, that's how I would answer that question.
There you go. We got to better shut down the oxygen thing because this is getting pretty high. Maybe I don't need to kill it. Maybe I just should have turned it off. Who knows? Maybe turn that off too. And we just have all these plants converting CO2 to O2. Which isn't ideal. We need to use oxygen. We need to lower CO2, so I'm not sure how we do that. Actually, really not sure. Under terraforming.
Hi, Amy. Do you hear what I hear?
I don't hear anything.
Exactly. That's the sound of peace. No attacks, no enemies, just life settling back in. I could get used to this. Thanks for making it possible. Anyway, let's get back on track with the mission, shall we? We've got water and plant life now, but we've got to shield the planet to reduce the full effect of the sun on the Martian atmosphere. Unfortunately, it's been about 4 billion years since Mars lost its magnetic field. So we need to figure out how to get one back.
We'd need an active dynamo to support a magnetic field.
Our engineers have been working on something that'll work without that. It's called an artificial space magnetosphere. Sounds super sci-fi, doesn't it? It's basically an airtight cylinder that'll be placed between Mars and the sun. Its hull will be covered with enough solar panels to generate a magnetic field.
Shall I proceed with that?
Sure, let's give it a try. If you can set the project into motion on the tech tree, I'll get our researchers on it. Fingers crossed that this is it.
Alright, so we still need to research things. This place is, like, not good. This... You know what? Let's get rid of this. This isn't working for me. It's too much for them to move things around, and like, this area is just causing problems. Let's drop that down and try and recover what we can. And try and build this back up, but we do need people researching. So where's our colonies? Ants colony. 3 people there. We are getting high with O2. I'm not sure what I need to do here. We probably... I need this. And probably this, right? Well, let's finish this one up. We need to get this magnetosphere done. Right. Okay, that's one of the other areas. I think we just unlocked one of these areas. Trying to unlock all the areas, right? Done all of these things. Integrate the comment. Yeah, we've done all that. Might as well. Keep doing that. So I guess... Yeah, that's my base. I'm kind of unlocking the whole planet so I can see what's around. I don't want there to be any more AI bases. Scrap it. Everything down here is running slow. Yeah, this is still creeping up, and I don't know how to bring O2 down. That's something I need to work on. It's been a pretty laden exercise. I don't need more. Don't need more O2. So unless I need to push greenhouse gases up, but like... This is dropping, but this is going up, and that's not what we need. But we need the solar radiation thing, so I do kind of need this to hurry up. There goes another sector. Let's do this sector. Speed it back up. It's kind of unlocking the whole planet now. Sure what I'm hoping to achieve by doing that, but you know, they'll move things around as they need. I don't need to prioritize the maintenance again. Wherever that is, down here somewhere. That one's on fire, look at the flames. Another one. Then we just need this, but we need the space elevator. There's nothing I can do about it yet. We need 20 launches of this. We really need that space elevator. We got this one going? Yes, that one's underway. And then we'll have the whole planet. That's alright. Hello, mouse. Please move. Do I have... I don't have one here, do I? Brown. think this place is open. It's just not catching up. Alright, well, I think we're now going to have to look at what I'm doing here. Again, I've got all these things producing oxygen from CO2, but I don't know whether I need to maybe shut some of these down because we really are pushing O2 too high. I need to get CO2 down a lot. I've got all these things converting it, but like, I wonder if it's just worth turning some off. It's not what I wanted. Like that, maybe. And that may help. I don't know what I meant to do with the O2. The CO2. Unless we should be doing this. Just turn it back on, I guess. I don't know what that's meant to be doing for us. Keeping the pressure up. Maybe I do need to continue importing greenhouse gases. I mean, we're fairly warm already. I probably don't, actually. I don't know. It's all too much. Alright. Anyway, wrapping up point. Thank you all for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed the episode, even though it was a very talky one. And see you in the next one. Bye now.